Hello, my name is Ed Frawley. My wife and I own Leerburg. This is my day in the box to answer questions and answers that come into the Ask Cindy portal on the front of Leerburg.com. And as always, you do not need to be a customer of Leerburg's to ask a question. We'll answer them if we can. If we can't, we may have to write you back and say, hey, what about this, or what's going on there, before we can give you the final answer. And that's kind of the case here. This is a question about a person that is raising a German Shepherd with the hope of turning it into a service dog. And unfortunately, from our opinion, without seeing the dog, we would recommend this person start with a different dog. And I think that's a hard thing for somebody to do, especially since they've had the dog from it's 8 weeks old, 2 months old. So they've had it now for 8 months. I'll read the full question, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. My 10-month-old male German Shepherd has started to show signs of resource guarding his cot and his bed from anyone outside of his family. He's perfectly fine with me and my husband touching him and being around him, no matter where he is or what he's doing. But he has started to guard his bed from strangers. A little information. He is my service dog in training, and I've had him and have been working with him since he was 8 weeks old. He has competed both basic and advanced training. I have to interject here and say that no 10-month-old dog has finished advanced training. None. He's been socialized, no direct contact with people, since he was fully vaccinated, and he has never shown this behavior before being 10 months old. Now, if anyone other than the family approaches him or his bed or his cooling mat, he starts to show defensive signs, and while on them, this is the only time he's demonstrating this behavior. So the dog is guarding his resources. Since he has never been this way with us, we didn't know this was going to be an issue. I want him to be comfortable and not feel like he has to defend his sleeping place from strangers. Any advice? Cindy will answer this. Many herding working dog breeds start to show this type of behavior in adolescence. Your dog is just starting into adolescence. It's quite normal for many German Shepherds. In what situations are people from outside your family approaching him when he's on his bed, and why are they approaching him when he's on his bed? Good questions. Good questions to know, especially if you're dealing with a service dog that has to be by you all the time. They're not sitting there awake all the time. A lot of times they're sleeping. How do you respond when he does this? I would be concerned about having a service dog prospect with this tendencies, especially if you will need this dog to work in a public venue. We've bred, trained, and lived with working German Shepherds and Malinois for 40 years. Ed bred working bloodline German Shepherds for 35 years. These are two breeds that I usually deter people from raising as service dogs, unless the owner is a very experienced service dog trainer, and the dog comes from a bloodline of dogs that are bred specifically and especially for service dogs, like Fidelco guide dogs out east. Some of the strong protection territorial instincts that come natural to German Shepherds make service work difficult, if not impossible. Depending on the experience of the trainer and the tasks the dog will need to perform, some dogs are fine in certain settings and struggle with working in public, and we feel that's the case here with this dog. It's not doing it yet, but if it's doing it, what it is doing now at 10 months, before it's even started to mature, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. With all that you said, I would suggest you find a legitimate service dog trainer and get a one-on-one evaluation, since I can't advise without seeing you and your dog in person. I wish I could put this in a more complete answer, but I really can't do it from an email. This is the kind of thing that an experienced trainer, and when we say experienced, we mean experienced, not just someone that decides to call themselves a professional dog trainer, because there's a whole bunch of people out there that call themselves professional dog trainers that are not. So this is a hard one. My feel from what I'm hearing is, my gut feel is this dog is not going to be able to be a service dog. And they may want to consider a different breed of dogs if they really truly need a service dog. So the advice would be to find a very nice home where the dog can go to somebody that's raised a dog like this, that's had a dog that's reactive like this, and look for a different breed of dog to start again, and just don't pick a Malinois or a German Shepherd for that.